Alright, welcome home racing fans. I kind of have a collection of parts here. As you can see, I have a couple of projects here. I'm going to do the Pink Pig, the NSR, thanks to the guys on the forum, Chris Walker, a couple of others that have chimed in to help me tune this thing to the max. So I ordered some parts, and of course I'm doing a little special project Pioneer chassis here. As you can see, I'm almost done. But I got to thinking, this is stocking stuffer season. So if you haven't put some of these things on your list, maybe you should. I think, if you've been good, maybe you can get a few things in your stocking. And, we always need tires and gears, specialty bushings for projects, stuff like that I've been ordering. But, things like these slotting plus tubes for the Sidewinder stuff, different sizes. Everything from the rubber washers, different rubber washers, M2 set screws. How many do I lose? I mean, it's just, and I have different sizes for different wheels. I got some set screws for the Thunder slots just for spares. I have the tall 6mm here for setting the front ride height on some of the cars that don't come with the set screws. I always order more of those, just things like that. And the guides, always have to have guides, gears, CG slot cars, guide adapters. I can't even tell you how priceless these things are to convert some of our slot cars to a better guide system. So you might want to put that. This is my first time with the Quick Slicks Zero Grips, so I picked up a few of those for the Pink Pig as directed. And of course lubricant. This Inox, this is the best stuff for your braid and your rails. It just, I just put a little bit on the braid, and it really cleans up your track. Great connectivity. I just prefer Inox over anything else. And then little oil bottles, stuff like that for your favorite lubricant. A little bit of grease for those times that you need it. SCC makes some of that, so do other people. And of course, gotta have motors. But yeah, it's stocking stuffer season. I think. If you haven't thought about it, maybe it's time to get some hardware. And another thing, I think it's important for the tool bench, if you don't have one, is a good Dremel. Everybody's got their own preference. I really like these cordless Dremel micros. I have two for when we get busy down here. Plenty of power, adjustable RPM. And just cordless. I just like the way that they sit in there and they charge. So that's a good stocking stuffer. And so is some gear pullers. As a matter of fact, I just got a new one in. I just decided to try the new Slotting Plus. So that's a nice little gift right there for that hardcore tuner on your list. Just get a quality gear puller. For the scratch builder, hey, these fit into a stocking. Okay, so get your sizes now. Make up a list, check it twice. Hey, you never know. Stocking might be full of stuff for you to make that next chassis. Another thing that you don't think about all the time, but these will go right in a stocking, and that's some of your favorite paints. I have different kinds that I use, Duplicolors, testers, lacquers, and I just got some new airbrush paint for my new airbrush, but these are things that, just those little things for your projects that, fit right in that stocking. I think if you've been good, you deserve at least 4 or 5 cans. And speaking of the airbrushes, maybe it's time you need a new one. Master Airbrush makes some great tools here. They're just as good as some higher end brands that I've tested. They work and they won't break the bank. Santa likes that. Santa's on a budget too. And below it, it's funny that I put these here, but Humbrol makes a great little work tray area here with a nice self-sealing mat. Has all your measurements. We featured this before. You'll notice the scales and everything that's on here. This is a great little workplace. So if you don't have a dedicated work, like a kitchen table or something you don't want to mess up, these little workbenches, these things here, they're pretty good. Mine's a mess, of course, because we use it. But it doesn't fit in a stocking. That's okay. it'll fit under the tree. One final thing that will fit in that stocking for that good racer on your list is a quality caliper, because you just cannot believe how important this can be to scratch building and other projects. So you can get them for $25 at Lowe's, the less expensive ones, and they work fine. I prefer the metal ones. They just don't wear as much as the plastic ones over time. They cost a little bit more, but they're well worth it. And we already mentioned it, but tires. It's got to be the most important thing that a lot of us need for our cars, is just replacement tires. So, make sure that Santa Claus knows that you need a restock, because let's face it, like I said, this is probably the most important upgrade that we all make. So don't forget those on your list. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Hope it reminded you of some things that maybe you forgot to tell Santa and that you need. So hopefully you guys have a great Christmas and your stockings are full.